All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Mayor's Community Service Awards. I'm Nassif Kutan, Project Manager for the Office of Mayor Hogsett. We are glad to have you all here to celebrate and honor the service of our community leaders, along with our partners at the President's Roundtable. I'm happy to introduce our MC for the evening, Karen Campbell from WTHR. Karen joined the 13 News team in the summer of 2019, and she comes to Central Indiana from Baltimore, Maryland. Karen was born and raised in Maryland and got her undergraduate degree in Mass Communications from Bowie State University. She's the daughter of a retired DC public schools teacher and the youngest of 4 girls. One, a retired police officer, one, a retired Air Force captain, and another, a retired military judge. When she's not reporting or anchoring the news, she's teaching fitness classes. She's a certified personal trainer and a Zumba instructor. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm Hoosier welcome to Karen.
Hi, good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? How's everyone doing tonight? I'm not sure you're doing. All right, there we go. That's much better. Well, thank you all so very much for being with us tonight. You know, this is an Indianapolis tradition, the Mayor's Community Service Award, which honors residents who call our city home. The Mayor's Community Service Awards were first presented, get this, in 1993 under Mayor Stephen Goldsmith. And in addition to the recognition at tonight's ceremony, the name of each of the recipients will be engraved on individual bricks and added to the Mayor's Volunteer Plaza that's located at the 11th Street Admiral Spruance Basin. That's on the Indianapolis Canal Walk. So now I want to give Deputy Mayor Judith Thomas a warm welcome of applause. She's going to come up and give a few words for us tonight.
Thank you so much. I'm truly excited to be here today. Shirley Chisholm, the great congresswoman from New York who made a presidential bid in 1972, is famous for saying, "Service is the rent we pay for the privilege of living on this earth." The wonderful volunteers and leaders being honored this evening are all about service, giving to their city, to their community, and to their neighborhoods. Congratulations to you all. During my time as Deputy Mayor of Neighborhood Engagement, I have been amazed at the commitment that our residents have to making a difference in the lives of others. I get excited talking to community leaders and volunteers about their concerns, their ideas, their hopes, and their dreams for our city. And as a reminder for your organizations and those of you that are engaged, please know that I am accessible and here for you as a resource and a connector, so never hesitate to reach out to our offices. Our 10 Mayor's Neighborhood Advocates are also available to connect residents directly to city government and provide communication link to our mayor's office. Some of them are here tonight. You guys want to raise your hands? They may be in the back. It kind of mixed in. Wonderful young people out here really making a difference for us all. So we are all here to serve the community, and so are these wonderful people that have just done amazing things for our community. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce the Honorable Mayor Joe Hogsett. Thank you.
Well, indeed, good evening. This is one of the special nights of the year when we come together in a season that gives us time to pause, time to reflect on where we have been and where we are going. Community Service Awards 2022. My thanks to tonight's host, Karen Campbell. Thank you, Karen. And of course, to Deputy Mayor Judith Thomas for helping present these awards. And on behalf of the City of Indianapolis, I want to welcome each and every one of you to the 2022 Mayor's Community Service Awards. As Karen said, began gosh, now what would that be, 30 years ago? Yeah, 1993, under Mayor Steve Goldsmith. And yet 30 years later, we celebrate again the individuals and the organizations who strive to make Indianapolis a more thriving, a more healthy, and more humane, compassionate city. A city that we can all call home. At this event last September, we were celebrating 2 years worth of awards, so we had double winners due to the pandemic. And at that time, we could not have known the challenges that were still to come. You know where I just came from? I'm going off script for just a second. I was out at Martin University on the Near East side of town getting my most recent booster shot. If you haven't gotten your booster, go get it. Because these variants are mutating all the time. And so even though when we gathered a year ago, we were kind of celebrating the fact that we were together again, here we come back a year later, and we're not over it yet. We're getting close. And I am very optimistic that we'll be through with it soon. But we come together at a time where, even in spite of those challenges, these awardees tonight have stepped up during these difficult days. It is for that work that they're being recognized. Although, in many cases, tonight's awardees, frankly, have been serving their community for decades. Not just this past year. In many cases, it's a lifelong commitment and a lifelong passion. Our city is grateful to each for what they have accomplished. From welcoming immigrants into our community, new residents, new neighbors, to beautifying our neighborhoods, helping make them even more beautiful than they already are, to securing new development for areas of our city and neighborhoods throughout our community that are underappreciated, to providing community services for our older adults, people like me, and to growing the food that stocks our food pantries in times of all too often food insecurity for our city, and much, much more. Today's honorees have truly gone beyond to make a difference for our city, Indianapolis. Finally, my thanks to all of those who joined with us this evening, and especially to those who submitted nominations. We know they don't do it for the credit. That's understood. However, when we recognize, acknowledge, and uplift those who serve others, I believe that it makes us all just a little better as neighbors, as residents of this great city. And so with that, let me congratulate all of our honorees tonight and hand it back to Karen, who will bring them up accordingly. Karen.
All right. So now it's time to hear about our wonderful awardees tonight. When I call each of your names, I'd like you to just stand up here at the front And as you receive your award, just hang up here for a second, take a photo with our mayor before taking your seat. So our first awardee is Matt Eimpig, who is recognized for his work with Southwest Neighborhood Development. Matt, if you could please stand. So Matt first connected with SEND in 2010 while searching for volunteer opportunities to tackle with his dad. Matt's efforts left a lasting impression that led him and his wife moving to Fletcher Place. Over 8 years of board membership, including 2 years as board chair of SEND, Matt has played a very crucial role in promoting neighborhood efforts to address housing, economic development, transit-oriented development, and improving public spaces. Can we give a round of applause for Matt? Congratulations, Matt.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Our next awardee is no stranger to service in her community. Dafney Lavache was nominated for her service with the Jaspen Haitian Association of Indiana. Welcome, Jaspen. For more than 8 years, as she served as a first responder for Indianapolis' growing Haitian community while working as a community liaison for the Haitian Association of Indiana, and for the last 3 years as a natural helper with the Immigrant Welcome Center. Dafney is dedicated to ensuring that those who decide to call Central Indiana home feel welcome and are supported beyond measure. Now, she works towards making certain that individuals are linked with proper support systems, finding schools and daycare for children, rental assistance, church services, and so much more. I'm sure the list is endless. We want to congratulate Dafney. Round of applause for Dafney. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations, Dafney.
Our next awardee tonight, we want to recognize Ashley Gurvitz for her contributions as Chief Executive Officer of the United Northeast Community Development Corporation. Now, Dafney is a dedicated neighbor to the Northeast community. Ashley works to bring neighbors together with community stakeholders and other decision makers to improve the quality of life and to address job loss and poverty in her community. Ashley, she's played a key role in bringing Cook Medical's 40,000 square foot facility along with 100 jobs to the 38th Street and Sheridan Avenue. Now, Ashley's commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion has led to a 100% minority construction participation. That's a nearly unprecedented feat. Neighborhood Conversations helped Cook also construct a full-service grocery store nearby that is set to open in 2023. Congratulations, Ashley. Round of applause for Ashley.
As Karen has indicated, this incredible project on the near northeast side of the city, a partnership between Cook Medical and Goodwill. Karen indicated this entire project was done by minority-owned contractors. Every bit of work done on this project was done by a minority contractor. And what we celebrate tonight is accomplishing something in our city that, frankly, people say cannot be done. Ashley did it.
Yes. All right, so now our next awardee, Ron Rice. Ron is a community builder that for the near the Northwest area. Now, he sits on the board of several neighborhood organizations, advocates for the seniors and youth of his area, as a neighborhood liaison to community partners, other community organizations, and companies with ties to the community. Ron has assisted with creating and improving wellness programs for all ages, advocating for better health care at the neighborhood clinic, and connecting residents with the resources that they need. Round of applause for Ron. Ron, congratulations to you. Our next awardee tonight, he's an avid advocate for his neighborhood. We want to recognize Toby Salyers tonight. Toby has been a pillar, a leader, and advocate as board president of the West Indianapolis Development Corporation. Many improvements in West Indy are the results of Toby's vision and his tireless work. As a West Indy resident, he served as president of the West Indianapolis Neighborhood Congress, leading to many projects at improving residents' lives. And Toby has also been a volunteer with HealthNet Southwest Health Center for decades, joining the board of directors in 2009. He pursued continuing education credits and received the NACHC Certificate for Health Center Governance. And Toby also developed and has been directing the Goodwin Center for over a decade. Now, this is a center that has provided many services to children, the elderly, and people experiencing homelessness. And notably, the center's food bank, with help of Gleaners and Midwest Food Bank, helps distribute thousands of pounds of food, including delivery services, to residents who are unable to drive. Toby, congratulations to you. Round of applause. Our next awardee tonight, Jacob Hook. We recognize Jacob for his work as president of Hayes and Sons Construction. And not only is Jacob a business and professional leader, but he takes it upon himself to encourage his 150 employees to volunteer for various organizations, including the American Red Cross, Gleaners, Make-A-Wish, and Indian Children's Bureau. Now, in the fall of 2020, during a particularly challenging part of the COVID-19 pandemic, Hayes and Sons hosted a blood drive at their corporate office. And over 36 units of blood were collected. That's enough to save 100 lives. And in addition to various professional and volunteer commitments, he spends his time volunteering for his 3 sons' various athletic activities at Park Tudor School, serving as assistant and head coach. How do you do it all?
I don't know.
Congratulations. All right. I now want to introduce you to Katie Hall. Katie Hall is recognized for her volunteer work at Indianapolis Animal Care Services. Now, since 2015, she spent much of her free time caring for the city's many neglected animals. She can be found most days of the week walking dogs and providing often needed training and enrichment. This allows staff to focus on animals that need more attention, but also helps to make each animal more adoptable. Now, Katie is also on the board of Sketchy Mutts and Underdogs. That's a relatively new all-volunteer rescue organization. They are dedicated to saving the lives of dogs at high risk of euthanasia in the Indianapolis metropolitan area. Katie, congratulations to you. All right. Our next awardee, Lori Clevenger. Lori is a tremendous asset to the volunteer team at Indianapolis Animal Care Services. And by all estimations, she is responsible for saving the lives of hundreds of dogs that had run out of options. And Lori began her volunteer work 5 years ago and quickly recognized the need to help misunderstood, behaviorally challenged dogs. Lori made it a personal mission to save dogs that are at a heightened risk for euthanasia by creating a subset of the volunteer program that focused on enriching their lives. Now, she helped forge a partnership between IACS and local training facilities to board and train dogs there. Lori's dedication to homeless dogs doesn't stop when she leaves the shelter. You know how many people work 9 to 5 and you're done, that's it? No, Lori works overtime. She always houses at least 2 foster dogs in addition to her own animals. Lori also provides support for families that have recently adopted dogs from IACS, and she created the program Home Scholarship that helps to get dogs off to a good start with their newly adopted families. Lori, congratulations to you. So now I'd like to introduce you to Thomas Berger. Thomas Berger has served at St. Christopher's Midsummer Festival and as a driver for the Shut-In Ministry, driving the elderly to Sunday Mass for over 50 years. Wow. That's amazing. You are amazing. Now, Tom is a primary designer for the St. Christopher Garden Ministries Parish and Westside Community Garden plots. Tom creates a detailed layout, organizes for soil health, plants seeds, and monitors plants. Tom, what is it that you don't do? What is it that you don't do? Round of applause for Tom. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Congratulations, Tom.
All right, our last awardee of the night goes to Jaspen French. Jaspen's current community volunteerism spans 6 organizations and 5 board committees, serving in a leadership role in a majority of those committees. The Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department General Orders Board was first created by the City County Council back in December of 2020. Now, Jaspen was appointed by Mayor Hogsett as an inaugural board member, and she regularly uses her legal training and policy writing expertise and in a review and revision of several general orders, including the use of force, body-worn cameras, and lots more. Jaspen has performed nearly 50 hours of ride-alongs with IMPD officers. She's never missed a general orders board meeting. Never once, no? Let's give a big round of applause for Jaspen. Jaspen, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
All right, if I can ask all of the awardees just one last favor. Can you all please stand for me? Introducing the 2022 Mayor's Community Service Awards honorees. She is so adorable. Well, as a community, we are grateful for your dedication, your passion, your commitment to neighborhoods and to our city. Because without people like you see before you, I don't think our city would be as it is today without your hard work, your, like I said, your dedication. And you have to have a drive to love what you do and do what you love. So I thank you. Before we conclude tonight's program, we want to thank the Arts Council of Indianapolis. We want to thank the Artsgarden, their staff for hosting us tonight. To, of course, my boss, WTHR, thank you so much for allowing me to be here tonight. And last but not least, the production team of WCTY Channel 16 for documenting tonight's ceremony. Now there will be, round of applause, yes, 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 hard work, production staff, it's not easy. So we do want to share that there will be a broadcast of this event available at indy.gov and of course on their YouTube channel. And once again, my name's Karen Campbell. I want to thank you so very much for having me tonight as we celebrate and recognize these incredible neighbors in our community. Thank you so much.